Well, everybody, well, if that was the trailer, I think I'd want to go. That was first class. First of all, can we have a massive round of applause to the team that's put that together so speedily? That was great. That was great. We salute you. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. When Peter said this morning it's Saturday, I thought, it's Saturday. Now I think, it's Saturday. It's excellent to bring everyone back together and so good to see a full room for our closing session. Before we begin this session, can I please remind everyone that today's been made possible by a formidable number of team members, session deliverers, speakers, moderators, and everybody else. Can we have a huge round of applause across all of our tracks for everyone? And to begin this closing session more formally, please can I ask us all, just as we come in and take our seats, please let's be upstanding for the national anthems of Kenya and the East African community. Please be seated. Thank you.
Mungu twaomba unilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tulilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
Thank you, everybody, and apologies to anyone whose knees buckled when they nearly sat down. Please be seated. To open this closing ceremony now, please welcome to the stage to lead us in a closing prayer, Eye Coordinator for Garissa County, Dr. Amal Al-Shabibi. I think this section is going almost seamlessly, I would say. Yeah, we're just going to seek out Dr. Amal. I thoroughly enjoyed the debate. And we are so grateful to be joined by Dr. Nuira Miengi. Thank you so much for leading us in prayer. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. I have the pleasure to lead the closing prayer. Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we want to thank you. We give glory to your name. Seeing that, God, you have been with us from the beginning until this time, we want to thank you for all persons who have attended any and all the sessions. We thank you that you brought them safely, and we have been able to execute the business of the day, also to forge connections and to forge a way forward. We thank you for the success of every day. Thank you for the reflections. We thank you for the partners that have worked together. And we thank you that as we go from this space, we are going with clear take-homes of things that we are going to do. We thank you for the support of our governments, for each of us, and in particular then for the government of Kenya that has allowed us to be in this meeting. We want to commit all the leads of the various groups and teams at every place, every nation, oh Lord, and even every organization, that as we go forth, we may go on to execute the things that we have said. We thank you for those that have facilitated our being here, including this hotel, and all the people that have participated in arranging, organizing, and facilitating both support and also technical services. Thank you for the resources used. Thank you for the funding. Thank you that you will enable us to go forth from here. In this closing ceremony, Lord, we commit the discussions before you. Lead us and guide us. And even after we break, as we go on to other things, be with us. This we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nuira. Thank you. Well, everybody, for many of us, we might have spent a large portion of our time so far in Nairobi within the confines of the Blue Radisson, or Radisson Blue, but I think we can all agree we've been immensely well looked after. And that leads to a wider and more serious point, which is wherever we've spent our last few days, we have been able to experience the warmth of Kenyan hospitality through beautiful food, through beautiful music, through the power and sheer hospitable generosity of the people themselves. So can we say our huge thanks to all of our hosts here? And with that in mind, it's a great pleasure to introduce a little surprise to our closing ceremony. We're very grateful to our colleagues at the Ministry of Health for helping to unlock what is about to happen. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Nairobi. The group you sing in front of here is a cultural group from Kisumu. The reason why you are playing a kind of music like this, the reason why you are wearing attires like this, like leopard attires symbolizing our cultural heritage music. A kind of music which was played long time ago. It's getting lost, it's flying away because of a lot of pride in the whole world. People listen to cultural heritage performances. So we are here to show you that we can revive, restore, and preserve our dual cultural heritage music. And here we are. Thank you,
Pongo me salón na uruche de matine ne mucha sarano. Pongo me salón na uranilo matine ne mucha. Rombo. Dawa, tunataka dawa, tunataka dawa, tunataka dawa, tunataka dawa, tunataka dawa. In this box, anything, God given,
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. We shall continue. After the last session, we shall continue with the dance, so you're welcome to stay. We shall still be entertained after the last speaker speaks. So thank you very much. We'll have our team waiting outside. They'll continue with the entertainment after. Thank you. Back to Oli.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Our only question is, please can we come and party with you later? That was absolutely first class. Can we have another huge round of applause? Thank you. Amazing. So we've been so blessed here with the most incredible member hosts, and we're very thankful indeed to each and every one of them. Let's welcome up now for some closing thoughts one of those regional hosts from Good Vision. She is the Africa Region Coordinator. Let's give it up for Alice Mwangi. Hey, Alice.
Thank you. The head of division, oral health, hearing, Dr. Penny, IAPB President Caroline Cassie, IAPB CEO Peter Holland, various head of institutions, distinguished guests, colleagues, partners, and friends. Good afternoon. For me, this week did not start with IPB. It started with our African regional meeting at Good Vision. And what is amazing is how interconnected we are, from Burkina Faso to Kenya, from Malawi to Liberia. The challenges of access and affordability of eye care services are similar across the continent. Moving on to IAPB, as we wrap up this incredible week, I am deeply grateful. We did not just tackle challenges, we shaped the future of eye health. First, I want to extend our deepest thanks to our host, the Government of Kenya, the Ministry of Health. I believe the delegates will leave the Congress feeling unmatched warmth and hospitality. You have shown how true leadership in public health looks. Thank you also to IPB team, our sponsors, our hosts, CBM Fred Hollows Foundation, Sight Savers and Good Vision, and the committee that worked so tirelessly to make this conference a success. I want to thank every single delegate in this room for the energy, openness, and the strong sense of shared purpose that has defined these 3 days, these past days. What stands out most for me is this. We are not just exchanging ideas, we are building momentum together. Across our discussions, our one message has come out also clearly, that eye health is a fundamental development issue in Africa and globally. It is also about education, livelihood, dignity, and ultimately an opportunity for all of us to make a change in this world. We all know this, and we see it clearly. In fact, if anyone in the global development sector fails to see that eye health is a priority, I think we have the perfect team right here to test their vision. And while progress is real, so it is an urgent issue for all of us. So to many more people across the region that still lacks access to basic eye care services, the gap is known, the solutions are increasingly within us. What matters now is how quickly and how collectively we must act. What gives me confidence is that is what we have seen here. Stronger partnerships taking shape, growing alignment around integrating iHealth into health systems, and a shared commitment to reaching the communities that need us most. So as you leave Nairobi, I would encourage us to hold the following things at heart. First, the urgency. 2030 is looming. We must unite now to shape our iHealth pledges for the upcoming Antigua Summit. Second, partnership. Our impact depends entirely on how well we work together. No single organization can do this alone, no matter how good you are. And thirdly, people. Because behind every statistic is someone whose life can be changed with a simple pair of glasses. And to get more interventions to the people, we should sit at the table together and really listen to each other, building trust and success. So this moment matters. We have the opportunity not just to catch up, but to lead in innovating eye care, to deliver accessible eye care services and have these services prioritized in our countries. Let Nairobi be remembered as a point of acceleration where commitment turned into action. Thank you for your leadership, your collaboration, your continued dedication to this cause. So before you board your flights, I invite you, our international delegates, to experience the breathtaking beauty and the unique wildlife of Nairobi National Park. Where else in the world can you look through your binoculars and see a rhino with a city skyline in the background? Safe travels, and I look forward to the work ahead together. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Alice. Well, everybody, I'm going to continue to introduce our guests. However, we have a really exciting and important announcement to make. 2030 Insight Live was born in its current form in 2022 in the UAE in Dubai. And many of us were here for that gathering. It's an immense gathering. It is a global gathering. It continues to be to this day. It then moved to Singapore, and then to Mexico City, and then to Kathmandu in Nepal. And we're very grateful indeed to be here in Nairobi in Kenya. But where, colleagues and friends, will this great event travel next? Well, wait no more, because somebody is about to tell you. And without wanting to disappoint you, that somebody is me. So it is a great honor to say that next year's 2030 Insight Live will be hosted in, I feel a drum roll coming on, everybody, please. Portugal! And not just Portugal, everybody, in the great city of Lisbon. Yes. And so we're excited, and with a spring in our step, we are already thankful to the warm welcome that awaits. We have an extraordinary host. Some of you have met them already. It's the great Champalimaud Foundation, and let's have a little look about what makes our host tick.
Welcome to the frontier of science, to clinical innovation, to hope. Welcome to the Champalimaud Foundation.
Exciting.
To understand the Champalimaud Foundation, it's not enough to look at what it is today, but to envision what it could become tomorrow. Because that's what embracing the future means. Endless possibilities, and the belief that the extraordinary can be achieved when diverse minds unite to contribute their time, ideas, and resources towards discovering new insights, establishing new relationships, and solving age-old problems. A biomedical research lab that is also a clinical care center. A place where hope is kindled and the word impossible merely marks the first step. A facility dedicated to scientific discovery and compassionate care, reflecting past achievements and the impact it has had, and will continue to have, on countless lives. Its journey started in 2006 with the Vision Award, an annual initiative to combat blindness through innovative research, prevention, and treatment on the ground, and continued in 2007 with the establishment of the Neuroscience Program, dedicated to studying neuronal activity and the intricate mechanisms that govern behavior. This was later followed by the Physiology and Cancer Program, focused above all on decoding cancer's complexities and its interactions with the body, and the Experimental Clinical Research Program, capable of translating the scientific knowledge acquired by some into new clinical practices used by others. Alongside these research initiatives, the Foundation established the Champalimaud Clinical Center, specializing in the treatment and study of the most prevalent cancers through state-of-the-art healthcare. In 2021, the Bouton Champalimaud Pancreatic Cancer Center, specifically built for both the research and treatment of pancreatic cancer. And most recently, the Warehouse, the first center in Europe dedicated to digital therapies. As a forward-thinking institution, the Champalimaud Foundation is dedicated to the development of biomedical research programs and the interdisciplinary provision of humanized clinical care, promoting health and well-being in the hope of forging a better world. Champalimaud Foundation.
Everybody, please welcome up our next guest. He's the director of the Antonio Champalimaud Vision Award at the Champalimaud Foundation. When I met him on the first night, the very first thing he said to me is, "I'm here to help. How can I help?" Please welcome Andre Valente.
Kenyan dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, IAPB leadership, colleagues, friends. After that wonderful introduction to the Champalimaud Foundation, I'd like to begin by thanking IAPB and all of you for what has been an inspiring meeting. As you saw, the Champalimaud Vision Award is only a small part of what we do, but it is our first and foremost international program. Over the past few days, we've been reminded not only of the scale of the challenge before us, but also of the extraordinary strength of the global health community. The energy, the expertise, the commitment gathered in this room give real cause for optimism. As was mentioned yesterday, the Antonio Champalimaud Vision Award recognized IAPB alongside the Fred Hollows Foundation and Lions Club International Foundation Sight First. In doing so, the international jury recognized not just the three organizations, but a global movement, one represented by all of you here today. As we look ahead, and still reflecting on our discussions and the beautiful location and warm hospitality of our host country, Kenya, I would like to highlight an important opportunity. Africa is home to immense linguistic and cultural diversity. The French-speaking countries of Africa represent about 30% of the people on the continent, more than 400 million people, while the Portuguese-speaking countries represent over 80 million more. Together, they account for nearly half billion Africans. However challenging a region may be, their people cannot be forgotten. Their institutions, professionals, and communities have to be essential partners in shaping the future of global eye health. And I hope we can continue to strengthen their visibility and engagement within our international networks. And that brings me to Lisbon. We're delighted, we really are delighted that this meeting will, after many years, return to Europe in 2027, and even more delighted that Lisbon will have the privilege of welcoming you. It really is a beautiful city. It's a city of connections and meeting point between continents and cultures and ideas. And really at the edge of southwest of Europe, it is geographically much closer to North Africa than any other European country except for Spain. We hope it will become another fantastic and catalyzing meeting point for this community as well. A place to share knowledge, build new partnerships, celebrate achievements, and inspire the next generation of progress in eye health, leaving no one behind. Most importantly, we hope you will feel truly welcome. You truly are welcome. We look forward to opening our city, our foundation, and our home to colleagues and friends from every corner of the world. And before we meet again, and I cannot not say this, I will encourage all of you to keep the António Champalimaud Vision Award in mind. Some of our most remarkable laureates were first brought to our attention by members of the IIPB community, by you. The award will be given in September to a group of scientists, I cannot say who made an amazing discovery that will change the world of vision in the next 10 years. But this year, we're receiving nominations for fighting blindness and visual impairment on the ground until the end of December. Please continue to nominate the outstanding programs, partnerships, and teams whose work deserves global recognition. Thank you for everything you do. Safe travels, and we very much look forward to seeing you in Lisbon. 2030 is in sight. Let's unite for impact. Thank you.
Thank you, Andre. Thanks, sir. Thank you, Andre. Hugely exciting news. Grateful for your support. Next, let's welcome up for some closing reflections, Chief Executive of IAPB, Peter Holland.
Ollie, thank you once again. This morning in David's opening remarks, he set a challenge that we should all have lost our voices by the time we finish this evening. I'm well on the way to achieving that challenge. I've got the great pleasure to offer some thanks this evening, so I shall go ahead and do that. Firstly, I would like to offer particular thanks to our co-host, the Government of Kenya, who've been incredibly supportive throughout, and I think illustrate how important it is to have this partnership between us as a sector and the government. And so it's been a great example, and we're incredibly grateful for that support. I'd particularly like to thank our chief guest yesterday, Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale from the Ministry of Health, even despite his choice of football team. Thank our 4 brilliant partners, David and your team from CBM, Peter and your team from the Fred Hollows Foundation, Alice and the team from Good Vision, and Moses and your team from Sightsavers. We absolutely could not have done this event throughout. You've been with us every step of the way in terms of making the event a success. And really, this event is very much because of the work and the support that you've provided us. I want to thank my IPB officers, Caroline, Bubba, and Deborah. You're incredibly supportive to me. I see that all the time, and I get that support all the time. And on the whole, you make my life easier. But I particularly want to thank those who've done all the work, and particularly all the work behind the scenes. I think everyone here will be aware of how much effort goes into making an event like this a success, and it is an incredible amount of work. So firstly, I'd like to thank the teams from the hotel and the audiovisual team from Four Winds, who have been incredible partners for us. But of course, I particularly want to thank the IAPB team, both here in the room, but also there are many people who are not with us who've also contributed to this event. They've worked incredibly hard for really many months with commitment, skill, grace, and often very good humor. Not always very good humor, but usually very good humor throughout. They are very much the ones who have made this event happen. And I can tell you, it's an enormous privilege for me to go to work with them every day, and a real honor to work with them. So I'm not going to single out anyone individually, because that would be completely invidious, because it's been a real team effort. But what I would like to do is to ask them to stand up. I'm sure they probably won't want to do that, but I would like to ask everybody from the IAPB team to stand up and give them a huge round of applause. And finally, of course, to all of you for joining us here, for participating so fantastically. There's been such great energy through the past 3 days. I mean, it's been amazing. But we say it and we mean it. Our members are at the heart of IAPB. Without you, there is no IAPB. And together, we can really see what a difference and what a change we can make. So I'd like to thank all of you for being here over the past 3 days. We look forward to seeing you again, obviously next year in Portugal. So thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter. Next up, somebody known to all of you as well, somebody who chairs the board of the IAPB. Please welcome up, and I always look forward to their closing remarks. Please give it up for Dr. Baba Qureshi. Baba. Amazing.
Good evening, everyone. Let me start off by telling you what is the status of most of us here this evening. I walked in at 9 a.m. this morning trying to figure out whether it was Friday or Saturday. And then I finally gave up that it's not the calendar, but it's my brain, and that's fine. But I was actually quite encouraged when I sat down and somebody came and said good evening to me. So I was in a much better state of affairs than anyone else. I'm going to walk you through some interesting slides. And for once, people sitting right at the back are going to be at a very advantageous position, because they'll be able to see things more clearly, while people in the front will have to turn their heads to see whether it works. But first of all, I have to see whether the slides work. Anybody can guess what or where this meeting was? Let me put it this way. Where was it? Ah, great. When it comes on the slide, you recognize it. And when was it? And how many of you attended it? Ah, there's one person there. And then that's me, 2, 3. Ah, that's the Serge was there too, that's true. Just see the hands build. Then just to remind us that there is the 6 WHO regions, I just thought we remind each other. And in 2022, we started off with the first Insight Live meeting to be held every year. And the first one that was held was in the East Mediterranean region in Dubai, 2022. Who was there in 2022 in Dubai? Great. So more hands have come up. Then in 2023, we went to the Western Pacific, and that was Singapore. How many people who were there in Singapore? More hands have gone up. 2024, we were in Mexico, the Americas. My God, these things keep increasing. 2025 was in Kathmandu, in the Southeast Asia. Excellent. 2026. How many of you are here today? Great. So that's the Africa. In still 2026, we are going to go to Antigua for the summit. And then in 2027, you've just heard we are going to go to Lisbon. Andre, does that look like Lisbon? It does. How many people are going to Lisbon? Okay. I see hands, and the others are still aspiring to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, by the end of 2020, or by 2027, we would have actually gone through all the 6 regions of WHO with the Insight Live. Can you please pull back the slides? I am done with the slides. Now, this event here, that's the 2030 Insight Live, is one of the series of events that have been put in position for the Global Eye Health Summit to be held in November. We just had a very successful World Health Assembly side event, and this is the second major milestone before the summit. And then we have the summit. And then I think, more importantly, we will have to see what happens after the summit. And we need to continue with the same momentum. And I think all the future Insight Live meetings will continue to do that. While this Insight Live meeting here was going on, there were a couple of things that were very, very good that were discussed, and that were new. One was the whole innovative finance piece. And it was great to see how we have reframed eye care into the economic sector, and how much of financing actually plays a role in the whole eye health sector. And that was a great session which was there. The artificial intelligence, which is coming up more and more, I think that was also very new and very, very useful. Those of us who attended the session, I think, found it very useful. I mean, all the sessions were great, but I'm just picking up those that were really, that stood out to me. The young system leaders, I mean, I can never forget that. Thanks to Madam President, who is suddenly very skeptic about what am I going to say. I think that was one of the great things. And while she was talking about it, she said, we have great senior leaders, but we need young leaders as well. And I know that she was referring to me as well. If I was in 1990 there, then you can imagine where I was. The Bloomberg Philanthropies, their vision initiative, I mean, that's been a great addition to this sector. I think the whole initiative on cataract, on glasses, and on data and advocacy campaigns, they've made a big difference, and also to this meeting. And I think I have to thank the government once again. It's very rare that you have government taking ownership of such events and giving this such a priority. And it was great that we had the cabinet secretary that was here. But I also want to thank Dr. Monica Pittock. If you would please stand up. That was... She's the national coordinator and is doing a fantastic job and has taken the baton from Michael Gichange, who has also done an excellent job in the past. I don't know whether he's still here. I saw him this morning, at least. There he is. Some of the distinguished guests, Honorable Marsha MP, that's very nice of her, very kind of her to come, all the expert speakers, and all of you that came here. Our deepest gratitude to contributors, change makers, exhibitors, and Bloomberg Philanthropies. Of course, I've got to thank the board. I think it's great to have them, and it's great to have their input into the governance of this organization, which has been so professional over these years that I'm really grateful to have such a wonderful board to chair. The IAPB team, I think we asked all the team members to stand up and clap. I would like to take this opportunity to thank their leader, and that's Peter Holland. And Peter, would you mind standing up? And sorry, I can't help making this comment now. I have no clue about football, so. My great thanks to Fatima. I don't know whether she's here. Fatima Kyari, she's the regional chair of Africa. I think she has done a splendid job, and we have seen her in action. There is one person which I would really like to thank also, who has guided the eye care sector for many, many, many years. And I'm amazed that she still continues to do so. Professor Hannah Fall. Please stand up. If I was to continue to recognize people, I think we will be here till 9 o'clock. There are so many wonderful, distinguished people here. Well, in the end, I think, Andrew, we look forward to coming back to Champollion Award, and we shall continue to do so till you get tired of us. And I'm very hopeful that many of you will be able to come to Lisbon, and we will have another very good interactive meeting. With that, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Baba. And as Dr. Qureshi has said, we are so grateful for the support of our hosts at the Ministry of Health. Is there? Tell me.
Ollie,
Yes.
shall we not just thank the best, most extraordinary
You're so
energy,
Get off.
best MC, best friend? Please be standing
No, no.
for Ollie Barrett.
No, no, no. Get off. Bless you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. The honour is mine. Thank you very much. Gosh, no, you mustn't. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Naughty, but great. Thank you. Right, back to the script. We're super grateful for the support of our colleagues at the Ministry of Health, and I'd like us to welcome to the stage the Acting Head of Division for Oral Health, Eye Health and Hearing Care at the Ministry of Health. Please welcome Dr. Penny Mwangi. It's Penny.
Caroline, your energy is out of this world. Please leave us with some of that. Yeah? To the President of the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness, the CEO, IAPB, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. So over the past 3 days, Nairobi has brought together governments, development partners, civil society, professional bodies, researchers, private sector, and people living with experience, with lived experience, all united by a shared purpose. Our discussions between the various sessions hopefully fueled by Caroline's energy and by the endless cups of excellent Kenyan tea and coffee, have shown that progress is possible when we work together. I would like to add to what Peter said about our voices disappearing. I hope as the voices were disappearing, we also managed to meet our daily steps targets as you are moving in between the rooms, trying to engage in all the sessions in this very packed program that there was. The theme for this conference, Uniting for Impact, Eye Health as an Investment Case, reminded us that eye health is not only a health issue, it is an investment in people, education, productivity, and economic growth. When people can see well, children learn better, adults can work and support their families, and older persons can remain independent and live with dignity. As we pursue universal health coverage, eye health must remain a vital part of building healthier, more productive, and more inclusive societies. For Kenya, these conversations align closely with our national priorities through our commitment to the UHC, primary health care, and people-centered health systems. We are working to ensure that quality eye health is accessible, affordable, and available to all who need it. Achieving this requires sustained investment, strong partnerships, a skilled workforce, integrated services, and reliable data to guide decisions. And I think you all saw the commitment from our Cabinet Secretary for Health. It also requires continued advocacy so that eye health remains visible within the broader health and development agendas. This conference has also highlighted practical solutions, innovative approaches, as has been talked about, the AI and other approaches, and valuable country experiences. Most importantly, it has strengthened the partnerships needed to turn commitments into action. As we depart, let us carry forward the spirit and sustain the momentum from this gathering, championing policies that prioritize eye health,
mobilizing resources for sustainable programs, strengthening health systems and workforce capacity, and ensuring that no one is denied the opportunity to see, learn, work, and thrive because of avoidable vision loss. On behalf of the Government of Kenya, I extend our sincere gratitude to the IAPB and those are very amazing team, a steering committee that worked tirelessly in the short, it was less than 2 months, really. And maybe at this point, I would want to recognize them. The organizing committee, steering committee, please be upstanding. You can be seated. This team worked very hard. Physical meetings, virtual meetings, trying to coordinate between different ministries to make this work. And I really thank them for their great teamwork. All partners, sponsors, speakers, moderators, organizers, yes, our MC, Oli, and of course, the delegates. This would not have been a success without your attendance. Thank you for choosing Nairobi as the host city for this important global conversation. We hope you leave with new knowledge, strong partnerships, and renewed determination to advance our shared vision. While this meeting concludes today, our collective responsibility continues. The road to 2030 is short, and the need for action is urgent. Let us live inspired by what is possible and commit to doing what is necessary. Together, let us continue to unite for impact and make the investment case for eye health impossible to ignore. The future is in sight, and together we shall make it clear for everyone. Thank you, safe travels, and we look forward to our continued collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Penny. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to pass to Dr. Monica Bitok for a final vote and word of thanks. Personal sign-off. Thank you so much for your support, for your energy. Thank you, and safe travels to your Baba. Mentioned that some of us don't know what time it is. All I would say is the ancient Greeks had 2 words for time, chronos and kairos. Chronos meant seconds, minutes, days, and weeks. Kairos is the idea that there is a time, or the idea of a moment in time. And that's my takeout from the last few days, is we might not have known what time it was, but we do recognize that this is a time. And for this sector, it could be the time. Dr. Monica, thank you.
All protocols observed. Good evening or good afternoon, colleagues. Good evening, colleagues. Good evening. Yeah, thanks for the energy. Yeah, so mine is very simple, to give a vote of thanks. So I know all the speakers who've spoken before me, they've thanked different groups. And so if I repeat, please bear with me. This will be coming from the Government of Kenya, the vote of thanks. Thank you. Yeah, so as we come to the end of the 2030 Insight Live global event, it is my pleasure to offer a vote of thanks. On behalf of the Government of Kenya, I would like to sincerely thank everyone who has contributed to the success of this event. And the fact that Babar cannot tell the time means the event has been very successful, very engaging. We've been very engaged, we've lost track of time, so thank you very much. 2 months ago, when our INGO forum, led by Moses Chege from Sight Savers, we had a meeting with the Cabinet Secretary just to explain about this event. And he endorsed the event, actually, and told us he would come. So early this week, he was supposed to travel, but he didn't travel, and the diary had been cleared. So when we approached him again, he came, and yesterday when we told him, thank you for coming, he said, but I promised. Yeah? So he kept his promise, and we really thank him for that, for endorsing the event, and even for giving us the blessings to have this conference. So I want to appreciate the IAPB for the continued leadership in advancing eye health globally, and for hosting this event together with the Ministry of Health. To all the speakers, the moderators, the panelists, thank you for sharing your knowledge, your experiences, and your insights. Your contributions have made our discussions rich, engaging, and meaningful. To our development partners, sponsors, professional associations, civil society, researchers, private sector, philanthropists, thank you for your continued support and commitment to improving eye health around the world. To all the delegates who traveled from far, and I'm told we have over 55 countries represented here. So to all delegates who traveled from different corners of the world, we really want to thank you for making time to join us in Nairobi. And we hope your stay in Nairobi has been great. Your presence and contributions have made this truly a global gathering. I would also like to recognize the organizing committees. We know we have the IAPB organizing committee, and we also had the Ministry of Health organizing committee that at some point we had to come together and just form one big committee that was working together. And from the ministry side, from the government side, actually let me say government, it was not just the Ministry of Health. We had the Ministry of Internal Security. So for the days that we've been here, we've had a lot of security officers just to ensure that our safety is good. We also had a number of other ministries, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, just to try and make this event smooth and seamless. So I really want to thank everyone for putting their best foot forward to ensure that we have a successful event. To our media and advocacy team, they've done a great job. They've really given us the visibility, and for the last 2 weeks, eye health has been on all media stations. We really want to appreciate that team for giving us the visibility locally and even internationally, because most of the time, people don't know what happens in eye health. So we really want to appreciate them for giving us that visibility, and we hope it doesn't end here. We hope even after this, we shall continue using the media stations and all that just to talk about eye health and to sensitize the decision makers, the communities, and all that. Yeah, to the logistics team that made sure that everything went on well, we really want to thank you for ensuring that everything ran smoothly. To the hotel team, thank you for your warm hospitality and the excellent service throughout our stay. For the events organizer, we also really want to appreciate for making this run smoothly. To our exhibitors, thank you for showcasing innovations and solutions that continue to advance eye health. I'm sure for those who managed to visit the booths, you've learned something new. And to our amazing MC, Oli, we really thank you. You're a great MC. And to everyone else who I may not have mentioned, but contributed to ensuring that this conference was a success, please accept our sincere gratitude. Your efforts have helped us make this conference a great success. So as we leave here today, let us carry forward the partnerships, the networks that we've made, the ideas, and the commitments that have emerged from this meeting and turn them into action. To our international guests, and even to our local guests who don't come from Nairobi, we want to wish you safe travels and hope you have enjoyed your stay in Nairobi. Thank you all for your support, for your partnership, for your commitment in advancing eye health. We look forward to continuing this journey together. Asante sana. When you say asante, you say karibu. Asante, say karibu. Asante. Karibu. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica.
The meeting is officially over. Yeah, the meeting is officially over. We are free to leave. We still have our dancers around. Yeah, so if you still want to watch them dance, get entertained, please, you're welcome to stay. But thank you very much. Yeah.